Hey, what's up? It is Wednesday, and I'm about to get my meds at the pharmacy because I've been postponing that for like 5 days, and I really need to get them because they're antihistamine pills, which I need because I have lots of allergies and crazy hay fever right now. So I really want to cross that task off my to-do list in my Hobonichi cousin. I have about 30% left on my AirPods, so I need to start walking so I can listen to my podcast as I walk, get my meds, and feel some kind of productiveness today. All right, let's roll. And this is what I find so incredibly satisfying about my bullet journal method, crossing out all the tasks that I finish with my green marker, my trusted green marker. It just makes me feel like I did incredibly well and I feel super accomplished. And I also have so many tasks to finish the coming weeks. So my bullet journal is extra important right now. And this is also what happens when I really get into bullet journaling. I totally forget to welcome you to the video. So hey, what's up? And if you're new here, welcome to my true life. I'm Kai Quintana, and I usually post videos about planning, journaling, and stationery. However, I am now making them a little bit more interactive because I decided to launch my own stationery and lifestyle brand in May, and so I was missing the action in my videos. I was sharing my plans, but you couldn't really see me actively take action, which is what a bullet journal and planning is for, right? So I was like, why don't I just take my friends along to what I'm actually doing so that you can see that when I plan something, I actually get shit done. And hopefully that's motivational for at least myself and hopefully also for you too. So no worries, my overhead videos will stay in my repertoire, but sometimes I just want to actively show you what I've been doing, and I felt like this would be a good way. Okay, so let's start at my desk because launching a brand is a pretty big undertaking, and I've already minimized it to like the bare minimum because I don't know where this is gonna end. I just want to give it a shot, but there's still a lot of things to do. So I found X-Styles last year. I started working with X-Styles in December, and X-Styles is basically software as a service, and I'm using the free version, and I'm not sponsored, but hey, X-Styles, come through, yo, because I really love your product and I'd love to rap. Anyway, why I love X-Styles is basically because it's a mix between Notion, Google Docs, Asana, and Trello, but it's way easier to use. So because I'm also still freelancing as a Marcom consultant or interim head of marketing, I often have clients who are a little bit older than me, and for them, Notion is just like a step too far. It's like too many moving parts. And X-Styles seems to be the perfect in between that almost anyone can understand, even when you're a little chaotic in the brain. Or very creative and you have trouble organizing things, which is funny because X-Styles is promoted as software for people with ADHD. So that was interesting. Anyway, my point is that I've been using X-Styles to create this beautiful overview for my brand launch. And so I have all of my tasks there. And then what I do is, for example, today is Wednesday, so I'll check in X-Styles what I've planned for Wednesday. I grab all those tasks, grab my Hobonichi cousin daily, and then I write down all of the tasks, and then I focus on what is on my task list, aka my bullet journal in my Hobonichi cousin. So what that does for me is that I always have an overview online in my X-Styles board, but when I look at my Hobonichi cousin, I only have to focus on what I have to do that day. So it prevents my brain from feeling overwhelmed because everything is in my Hobonichi for that day, and that's all I have to focus on. And then at the end of the day, I can cross out all of the tasks with my beloved green marker, and then I can go back to X-Styles and also cross out the tasks there and see in my big overview how much I've already done. And that's been working like a charm.
And it's kind of funny because this way I work, I also teach to my clients because it's very, very handy, especially when you work in a bigger organization or a commercial company. You often work with big marketing and communications teams. And usually when my clients work with me, it's because they lost oversight in their marketing and communications activities. So this is what I do for them too. We create like a big overview so that they get insight in what they're actually doing for their campaigns. And then I give them daily tasks, tell them that's all they have to focus on. And if they want to have an overview and know where they fall into the project, they can check, for example, Xstyles, because that's where everything is hosted. And it just prevents overwhelm. It helps you focus on what you need to do that day. And it's just so much easier and pleasant for your brain. So just wanted to quickly share that with you because it might be handy for you too. If you also work with projects, this might be a good way to go. So talking about projects, I have my brand to launch, and so I need to focus on the tasks that I have in my bullet journal right now. So let's go and do some of those because I want to get you done. Okay, so first up is unpacking all the necessities and products and stock for my web shop. Let's roll.
Well, there's no going back, you guys. These are some of the products and supplies I needed to buy for my web shop. So yeah, there we go. Lots of packages. Can't go back now. I got this novelty keychain to check out if people like this as a back charm. Isn't it cute? It actually works. And also a little camera. I mean, the journal girlies will get me. So this is all for... Wait, this is candy. They give me a little candy gift. Anyway, these are jewelry supplies because I will also be selling new jewelry and stationery accessories. So if you have a journal, there will be a cute little journal charm available soon. So I have to create an inventory list on this and see if everything is in here. So this is leather paint by the brand Angelus, and a lot of sneaker customizers use their paints. I will use them to touch up bags and shoes and leather accessories when there's a bit of paint missing. And there's also some prep and finish fluids here so that we can really freshen up the pre-owned and vintage bags that we have in the collection. Yay! Oh no! And these are even more items for restoring and refreshing shoes and bags. So saddle soap, I used this before for a vintage jacket that I had. And then there's all kinds of brushes to clean fuchsia leather on, for example, a Louis Vuitton bag. So all kinds of stuff here. And as you can see, this is a package by Pen Store. It is a Dutch store, so located in Europe, in the Netherlands. And this is the shop where I often buy my Hobonichi and Japanese stationery items. So this time, I got lots of Penko stuff. I got myself a little caddy for all of these shoe polish items that I need to store somewhere. And I thought this caddy was gonna be perfect.
And it has that absolutely amazing retro feel that I love so much. It is way smaller than I thought though. Look at my hand. It's not that big. I thought it was gonna be way bigger. What? That's a shame. It's still real cute though. Look at it. Cute. But this was my plan. So like put all of these items in here and give them like their own little destination. But it looks like I'm gonna need a bigger caddy because it's almost already full. Alright, so now we're at the desk, and since we have to plan and organize all the things that I bought for my business, I have this Google Sheet, especially for everything that I buy to make jewelry and accessories for journals. And it's just a very simple Google Sheet. I keep track of everything I've ever bought and the quantities and the article numbers so that I can find what I need. So let's say that I finished a certain beat. I can check the article number here and order it again. And also I can see how much it costs, because that'll be easy to figure out how much a jewelry item should be sold for. So that is why this is very handy. Second task on my bullet journal list for the launch of my brand is to create a freebie. So my true life evolves around planning, journaling, and stationery. And so a big part of my collection is going to be stationery. But I have a specific product in mind, and it's going to be planner and journal inserts. So I wanted to give away my first free journal insert, which you now also can download. Just go to the link in the info box under this video and grab your free journal insert. This is a very specific journal insert. It's based on my journal practice that you've seen on my YouTube channel for a few years now. I call it One Good Thing a Day, and it's basically writing down one good thing a day. Why? Because I was very, very depressed for a few years, and I started feeling like nothing I did was good enough. Put some pressure from society and toxic productivity on that, and you've got someone who feels like nothing is enough. So I decided to train my brain to focus on what does go well, and also define what I think is enough, because that's the most important thing. It's the only thing that matters, how I feel and what I think is enough. I don't have to think about other people. So the journal insert that I designed is called the One Good Thing a Day journal insert. It's an A5. You can also print it on A4, but it's basically a super cute retro-inspired journal insert that you can use to write down one good thing a day to help you train your brain and focus on what you think is enough and went well. It's very simple. You just write down what you thought went well, like one good thing a day. It could be finally getting out of bed if you've had trouble getting out of bed. It could be finally doing the dishes, calling that one friend, going to the gym. Maybe you finally watched that one show. Maybe you made some money. Like yesterday, I got a new client. That is one good thing a day. I made some money, honey. So that's what the insert is for. But I had to design it in InDesign. I fucking hate InDesign. Then I had to create a sales funnel and an email funnel so that once you leave your email in the form, the insert will be sent to you automatically, because if I have to do that by hand, I'm gonna go crazy cuckoo. So yeah, grab the insert, let me know what you think. It's A5, you can print it, and yeah, that. Just print it, let me know what you think. But it also means now that I've finished the freebie, I can also cross this off my list. Yay! Bullet journaling in full effect. All right, so I finished the most important tasks for this week, and what is super satisfying is seeing all of these green marked tasks in my Obuniji cousin. Like, it just means I did well. Green is good, you feel me? So that's why I like the green marker. Green is good. And if you thought this video was good, definitely thumbs it up, because it lets me know, if you leave a comment or thumbs it up, that you want to see more videos like this. I think it's highly motivating to not just see me plan from an overhead view, but also see me actually get shit done. I find it very motivating when I see others do it. So I just wanted to give it a try in my own way. And talking about getting shit done, I'm finishing all of these tasks to launch my brand, My True Life. You can find it on mytruelife.nl. The store is currently closed because we're going live on Monday, June 16th, 2025, but you can already leave your email address there if you want early access. Wink, wink, hint, hint. And if you haven't done it yet, you can still download the free journal insert from My True Life, because my brand will be a combination of stationery and lifestyle. It's basically my lifestyle and all the journaling and stationery and planning inspo that you see on this YouTube channel coming to life with actual practical inserts and stationery items that you can use in real life. So I don't know where this is going to end. We're just going to give this a shot and see how it goes. But yeah, I hope my brand is going to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, because, creating things is great, but if it actually helps another person, it's like chef's kiss. So if you want to see more about how I'm building my own stationery and lifestyle brand, you can subscribe. And don't worry, I will still do my overhead planning videos and journaling videos and stationery hauls, because, I love those. And that's it for now. I'm going to get more shit done because I've got lots more tasks in Styles and more bullet journal lists to finish. So I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Goodbye.